space battles. Oh, there goes Jim again.
Or not, mind, what's the name of our evil AI that controls the sector?
Thorn Thistle.
Yeah.
So for those following along at home, yeah, we're live right now. Welcome to week 7 of fuck. Says Jade Regent, doesn't it?
It does.
Son of a bitch.
Isn't this more like week 3? I was gonna say.
Aiden switch.
Oh god, that hurts.
Are you trying to get more viewers?
You know what?
Jade Regent
Sometimes, once. This might be the second time I've made that mistake. Most of the time, the trouble is it'll not change it when I save it. But this time, I think I did intentionally put Jade Regent in because I was just like, okay, copy paste, bam, I'm done. Oh.
Just blame Canada because I showed up late.
No, this was a problem in the making since this morning.
Yeah, but you would have caught it earlier if I was on time.
Yeah, I would have caught it earlier after the tweet and email had already gone out, aka once it didn't matter.
Like I said, we'll just inflate our viewers that way.
So this is a weird phenomenon. Every time I launch a new show, it's more popular than the last show by like 10%.
Just keep starting new shows.
Yeah, I know I said that, but I'm running out of days to start new shows on.
We'll just run multiple shows in one day. Be online.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Be online forever.
I was considering starting a Tuesday daytime stream, but I totally have to find people to even do that with.
You know, if it was more like Tuesday morning when my servers are down for maintenance, I'd be all over it.
Sorry, bro. It's got to be afternoon. In time.
Yeah, but then my servers are back up, and I'm too busy cracking myself out.
Sorry for party rocking. All right, guys. We have to pull the silliness together. Are we doing the drinking game tonight? Are the players doing that? Is this a thing?
I'm drinking.
I cannot. After all that talk, I cannot.
I can't. All right. Well, gentlemen, you know the rules, and so do I. There's no commitments, what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. The drinking game tonight is, if you roll a 20, you must drink, as must the target of your 20. If you roll a 1, you have to drink. I'm exempt because otherwise I would kill all of you. Also, I already drank all my wine. I have a giant empty wine container.
I could ask for a delivery of beer, but I don't think she will bring me any.
Just airlift it by helicopter.
Wine on demand. I like that.
I mean, there is a packaged liquor store that I could call to get it.
We do have dial a bottle, yes.
Dial a bottle?
That is what it's called.
That is awesome.
Welcome to my country, sir.
That's more America than America.
Yeah, that is really rocking.
Well, I mean, packaged liquor store that delivers is essentially dial a bottle, but
yeah.
But now, when I write my second book on the history of Canada, I have more reasons to go to Canada.
You mean
the only way to out America that is to have dial a gun?
No, it would have to be dial a gun and a bottle.
Point.
All right. So the silliness hasn't ended, but let's try to rein it in. I am, of course, GM Arthur Perkins. I'm having a strange day.
Hello, GM Arthur Perkins.
Yes, thank you, Jim. Gonna get stranger over the next few days. Unfortunately, for those of you who watch live, our Sunday game has been canceled. We will not be having Plunder in Peril. We will instead be having another one-shot of Stars Without Numbers. So if you enjoy that, be there at 8 p.m. on Sunday. I'm also looking to figure out mechanics for getting the audience more involved with the stream. And we did that in Worldwide Wrestling RPG by allowing audience members to suggest fights that they would like to see on the upcoming card. I'm looking for suggestions for how to get the audience involved in Pathfinder currently, because there's so much of it that we do. I feel like it's important that the audience has some way of being involved. If you have thoughts about that, send me a message on Twitch or tweet me at APGamingREAL. Let's find out how everybody here is doing. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Just got confirmation today that all my reference checks have checked out for the new job,
Excellent.
and having the call of when I need to be in Monday tomorrow.
Excellent again. Anything else new going on for you?
Nope. That's
Have
really all I
anything-
care about at the moment.
Have anything you want to shout out for? I heard you were repping PFS earlier. You were talking about how you love playing Pathfinder Society. Everyone should do it. You want your Chronicle sheet so bad.
You are such a dirty lying whore. No, I consider myself like a court jester of sorts when it comes to PFS. I think the idea is super fucking awesome, but the current implementation can be so ass backwards depending on, whatever topic, particular thing. So yeah, I like to poke fun at it from time to time.
Excellent. Excellent. As a Pathfinder Society venture officer, I feel like everyone should have their opinions, even if they're totally wrong. Glad I have that recorded and on camera. Let's cut to Jim. Jim, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing just fine, and yeah, I'll back you up, Arthur. As a Pathfinder Society venture officer, everyone should totally play PFS, especially if they happen to be, maybe, possibly, I don't know, in my region.
I'm not doing it, Jim.
I know. Anyway, I'm doing well. I'm wrapping up this course I'm teaching right now next week, so that ought to be good times. Finals coming soon. Yay. More grading. No, I'm doing well. I keeping myself busy and really hyped about Mummy's Mass tonight.
Excellent. Excellent. James, how are you doing this week?
Good. My fault that we're starting late, so I apologize. But a little family emergency with the dog. Good. Just working, sleeping, eating, not
Living.
plugging in my mic properly.
Those all sound like things.
They are indeed. They take up most of my days, and I will rep for the just general gamer. I'm not going to say play more games because I hate Will Wheaton.
Whoa.
But
That's
if you can play either PFS or non-PFS games, any kind of games, you should do it.
Can we investigate this Will Wheaton hatred? What's that about?
Right? Why the hate for Will?
What do you mean? He's a wiener.
Is it because he's Wesley Crusher, or
Not at all. Not even a little bit.
because he
You
was
kinda
on Big Bang
insulted
Theory?
Jesus right there.
No, it's not the Big Bang Theory. I just don't like him. Don't like him.
Okay, all right.
Want to punch him in the face.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Even if it's wrong.
I mean, I've seen his occasional outbursts be a bit concerning, but he still seems
I
like
don't-
a cool guy.
I don't mind when he rages out. I just don't like his. He's just. I don't know. He's a little over the top all the time.
Okay, all right. I'll have to remember to cancel the confetti parade behind me tonight. All right.
It's all right, AP. Let your inner Will out.
Anything else going on for you, James?
No, nothing. Just oh, you guys don't know, but I'm planning a wedding. I'm getting married in July, so that's taking up a lot of our time.
Yeah, that
Congrats.
sounds like it would.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was all of last week, finishing up my little sister's wedding. Here, I'll give you the preemptive. Don't do it.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I mean, it's a fantastic thing, but dude, courthouse wedding, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and go on the honeymoon and call it a day.
There's way too much money in it now.
I'm
Yeah.
glad that we have the male perspective on this stream tonight. I need to call in some lady specialists here to represent for the other side of things.
Do it. Make things more interesting.
Well,
Go ahead, phone a friend. Let's derail this a little
if
bit.
I
further
had
this
anyone
evening.
I could call on short notice on weddingologists.
I was about to say I don't want to hear any more female perspective on it, but that's okay.
Me neither.
I think I'm trying to look here on Skype. if my best friend whose wedding I was in back in September is on Skype, but she seems to be offline.
She heard wedding and ran.
I'll say this instead: that
She's married now, so
Dave's and Jeff opinion on wedding here and Michael's are not reflective of the
representative.
opinion of this stream and AP Gaming Real content.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer that shit. All right, Jeff.
Well, again, just got done with taking care of my little sister's wedding, so still recovering from all the free booze and the 4 nights of no sleep, but it's been good.
All right, cool. Tonight is sponsored by wine. I drink it on occasion. So, as you know, the last show was sponsored by Canada because they're awesome and make up a very large portion of my viewership.
Kind of weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Canada's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean they're okay from time to
I
time.
like it.
They
I like it
have
a lot.
their moments.
I have a friend who's Canadian who tells
Me
me.
too.
I have another friend who's Canadian who tells me, since he never is around our office anymore, if I see him 6 times in the course of a year, I get a free Tim Hortons coffee, but only in Canada.
Nice. You just have to come during Roll Up the Rim, that's it.
There we go. And I saw him twice in like the last few weeks. So as he said to me today when I sat in the office, he's like, "Oh my, this is like the second or third time you've seen me since the start of the year. I might actually have to pay up on that Tim Hortons coffee." I said, "You said you only get it in Canada." He's like, "Well, I'm glad I made that disclaimer."
One of our many traditions.
What is this Google Doc?
It's
I
the
don't-
Daily Bard. As some of you might know, this week I'm holding the Daily Bard hostage. You have to post how much you like it, or else it'll be canceled. That's because I sell out immediately. Sell out.
Kara Loft. Nice. Sorry.
So, for those of you who are new to the stream, which is probably almost no one, the Daily Bard is the weekly newspaper that I try to put out as often as possible, as soon as there's stories for it. Players and audience members can, of course, submit suggestions for stories, but it covers things that are going on in all the campaign worlds I'm currently running, which would include Carrion Crown, Jade Regent, Rise of the Rune Lords, Skulls and Shackles, obviously now Mummy's Mask. I think that's most of them, right? Did I miss anything? If I miss something,
Oh, there's a bunch.
yeah. And there's a lot going on in Galarian anyway, so we just kind of throw stuff in there. I also like to seed it with backstory for characters that perhaps the party killed before they could monologue, or characters that are going to appear and I feel will be killed while monologuing.
I don't know why you would think these things. Drunky the Drunken Dragon has not done anything to anyone yet.
Drunky the Drunken Dragon is a player character in Skulls and Shackles.
I just want the name.
He got cursed by Besmara and now is permanently sickened. And so he spent the whole episode throwing up everywhere. Alright, I think that catches us up. Well, when the players are ready, just throw an X in chat, just to fill everyone in on where we stand. Last session, the party, having set off a deadly trap that nearly killed both Ash and Charles, because Veni was hiding in the back like a coward. Not that I'm editorializing
like a
here.
coward?
They then re-delved into the area, having found a massive gold-plated chariot, a deadly trap that Veni disarmed, 3 tiny constructs that were part of a diorama that defended their land, a number of magical items the party has acquired to either use or sell, some scorpion spider hybrids, and finally a monster made entirely out of sand. Esh was also branded on the forehead with the label of thief, because she decided to stare at her reflection for far too long. The party bought a wand from a elf who hates orcs and is old. And they also picked up some scrolls from the Temple of Abadar, who were more than happy to help out a paladin.
With
For
lots
now.
of coin.
So that wand is on layaway. They're still waiting for it to get completed. Maybe escrow. I don't know the technical economic term, but they paid for it. It hasn't shown up yet. Whatever you want to call that.
It's on order.
Yeah, on order.
They're back.
They
They're
pre-ordered
backlogged.
it.
Oh,
when
yeah,
they
it's-
kickstarted it.
It's going to be custom made with the Platinum Reclamation emblem on the side.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they also burn one of their contacts to become their business manager, and now they got the gear. So
Somebody's got to make
Sponsored.
us some money outside of delving
Sponsored by
through
ourselves,
tombs
but
and possibly dying.
yeah, apparently tonight's episode is sponsored by the Platinum Reclamation.
Some reclamation.
I have to remember that for next time.
We are we're branding. Kind of like the Archon Group.
Yeah, how that worked for them. I've killed, now kill again. You still haven't seen Mirror Shades, have you? Oh, you're missing out.
There is too much content on Twitch.
there's way too much stuff to watch. It's true.
They've been gone for almost a week, and they're going to be gone for another week.
And Daredevil is out. And
Okay, yeah. I
You
guess that's-
you still haven't finished or been caught
I
up on
haven't
Daredevil?
even started Daredevil yet because I don't have Netflix.
I reactivated my Netflix for Daredevil.
Well,
listen to this punk. You should
And
be
I-
watching Leverage.
I'm
That's
not
a show.
in. Anyway,
I'll just say it's pretty good because I binge watched it the other day.
I watched the first 7 episodes in a row on Sunday, so
I
I'm
love
I
how
heard it's
everyone's
good.
like, "Yeah, man, I watched a whole bunch in a row. What's up now, dog?"
Oh.
What's
Isn't that
now,
just what-
dog?
Isn't that just what you do now? I thought that was the new way of watching stuff.
It is.
true.
Yeah.
No, I have to tell a tale. I don't know what happened to this guy. I feel bad. I want to send him a message, but I don't want to be super creepy about it.
Oscar?
Oscar Dietz would watch, I think he watched 300 hours of content in like 2 or 3 weeks. Whatever it was incredible. He had to have spent like 20 hours a day watching it. And he commented on every video that he watched, which is how I could keep track of his progress. But then one day he just stopped. I think that's when he caught up to where we were at. And I need to get
Yeah.
that guy back and watching because
He broke
yeah.
the illusion.
that is a guy who watches stuff, man. He was watching the shit out of the show. Is it creepy for me to want to be like, Oscar, are you still alive?
No.
Oh,
It's creepy if he says no.
Let me know in the comments section below on the YouTube.
He responds and just says no. Yeah. That would be bad.
Please
This
raise your hand if
gets
you're here.
posted. He comments, "I'm not alive."
All right. So we come to the party. They're now fully healed after their days of sitting in the inn, drinking and eating, and generally not doing very much. And we've
That's-
got one of those slow motion makes everything more badass moments where everyone's like walking out of the inn in lockstep, like all 4 of them are in a line together in slow motion, and like their cloaks are going up and down, their swords are jingling. One of them like turns to look at the others, and we see their partially shaved beard. And there's a sick, slow bass beat going on, obviously, to indicate how badass these guys are. But then reality snaps back into place, and we hear all the market people in the morning, yelling, trying to sell tomatoes, trying to sell oranges. Does anyone want to buy this charm? But what's most important is I need all the players to make a perception check.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's always good to start a show with perception checks, man. How I roll.
At least I didn't roll a 1.
I've rolled so many ones with perception, but it might be because I have a negative in there somewhere. Yeah, I have a -1 wisdom mod. Oh no, I'm good. I fixed it.
see here.
This
So
is
we
why
got
dump
10.
stats can be deadly.
All right, Charles and James. You notice there's 3 Kelishite men that are standing at the mouth of an alley. It looks kind of dark and grimy, even though the sun is rising. The kind of alley that stays dark all day long. You know what I mean? And there's the sounds of a man screaming in both broken Osirian and Kelish. Do either of you speak that?
No.
Totally forgotten. No.
Okay, all right. You just hear someone screaming in a bunch of languages. There's a guard about 20 feet away from them who is studiously not looking at them. And the guard, of course, like, sees you guys looking and just kind of, like, nods his head, like, no, no. And then turns back to look over the market.
I just keep on walking.
Okay.
I'm gonna let DeProot and Eshi know to be on the lookout.
Okay.
Bad vibes.
All right. Diprut or Esh, do either of you speak Osirian or Kadirian? I'm sorry, Kalish.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you pass, Charles points to the location you should be avoiding. And you hear a voice calling out, and he is like, "Oh, good gods, please, someone save me! No, I didn't mean to! Oh, no, not my hand! Not my hand!" Coming from that alleyway where the 3 men are standing. Kind of.
I keep walking, and
Okay, you keep walking.
but
Just another day in paradise.
But I'll periodically look over my shoulder and see if anyone's followed.
Oh, that's interesting. So when you look over your shoulder, one of the Kelishite men like pushes his cloak sideways and like points to his sword, and he's just like,
with the classic gangster,
yeah,
back his suit, showing off his piece.
yeah.
Just like,
He shows off his long sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk a little faster.
Okay,
Such a braggart.
all right.
See, this is why you don't give up your hexes.
So as the party keeps walking, we zoom the camera back to the alleyway where there's this Quentin Tarantino style scene where this guy wearing like a turban and like a mask of white linen just like raises this enormous scimitar that's shaped like a flame and cuts this guy's hand off, and he is like, ah! 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 And then like someone brands his forehead with the word thief.
well then.
And then we cut back to the party going up to the gates of the necropolis.
Yeah.
At the shouting part, DeProot will kind of. Which one are you, Jeff?
Charles.
Charles?
Yes.
DeProot will kind of just point you,
I am the
like,
paladin.
like put his big, woody finger in your chest, and then point back at the alley.
I'll look at DeProot and go, "What about the alley?"
You don't speak Sylvan, do you?
Nope.
DeProot is all he just says.
Hang on, where's our fox?
Not even an I am in front of it.
Nope. Is there some sort of annotation in your voice to let me know what the heck is going on, DeProot?
Seems accusatory to me.
It's always accusatory to you, Veni.
Eh.
Are you saying I should go check out the alley? Is that what I'm hearing?
DeProot.
Nod once for yes, twice for no.
Ah, Sir Charles, there are terrible people in that alley. We don't want to get involved.
It's not our business. The guard was there.
I don't remember seeing a guard there.
Oh, there totally was.
I'll take your words for it. Given DePrude hasn't given me anything other than his name.
Okay, all right. So, assuming you continue on your course for the necropolis, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We're going to skip past the part where they hassle you, because of course they do. And, you can assume that there's some innuendos aimed at letting Esh know where she stands on the necromancer totem pole. And, yeah.
We haven't done anything with any of the dead in a very long time.
Ugh.
So when you say that, one of the hoods from the Watchmen, from the Voice, the Farazman militant wing, takes his hood off, and it's one of those skeleton creatures again. And he's like, "We know all. We see all. I already know how and when you're going to die."